Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Barbecue, and I am very pleased to be bringing you the second matchup in our Roulette Rivals, or excuse me, Roulette Relay tournament. I should be joined for this match, but with In for Fun. In for Fun, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello, welcome.
Hello. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you coming along, and I know you do a lot of good work as a shoutcaster and also as an admin, not only in the Frody 7 speedrunning community, but also in the Providence server. So I really appreciate you tagging along and being here to help me out because I'm probably gonna need it.
I'm super happy to join this one because I think the first match yesterday was really well received, and I'm really excited to see how the rest of these 2 weeks turn out.
Yeah, me too. I am extremely thankful that a lot of people turned out to watch the first match, and hopefully we get a good turnout this time. But even if we don't, we don't worry about the numbers and such. We're just trying to have fun and give the people a good show, and certainly our players today are very capable of doing that. Gunther, I believe, is our first player up on the match here. Our spin should be arriving in just a little bit. It's going to be Mika and Gunther facing off on the first leg of this race. It's not showing. Oh, you know what? I have to refresh the source. That's why. Just had to check some boxes there. But yeah, so basically the roulette format here is, or the relay format rather, is, so the way I describe it is that it's like the roulette rivals match, but instead of it just being, two players going head to head a number of times across some different roulette spins, it is two teams of 3 roulette players facing off on a total of 6 maps. So one team chooses 3 maps to play on, the other team chooses 3 maps to play on, and then the map picks are alternated. So we're playing on one of the Burly men's map pick, and then we go to a Team USA map pick, and so on and so forth until all 6 matches hopefully all 6 matches are played. But if one team completes all of the spins before the other team does, then they will be declared the victors. So this is not a sort of match that's just, self-contained. They're involved. They're passing off control back and forth. There's usually a good ebb and flow to these kinds of matches. The first match that we saw, there was a bit of one team had a lead and then the other team was able to kind of catch up, and it got really tense there in the middle towards the end of the match. So we'll see what the flow is here between our 2 players. We will, as I said, we are first facing off on Chungking, and then we have some other maps lined up after this. We'll be paying some visits to Colorado, Paris, Sapienza, Whittleton Creek, and Dubai, potentially, unless both teams may not end up on all the maps if one team is just way out in front, but we'll see how it goes. I did have predictions live. We had about 10 minutes. You may have 1 minute left to make a prediction and get your predictions in if you are interested to. Otherwise, get yourself comfortable and enjoy the show. In for Fun, do you have any final thoughts that you care to share before our spin arrives and the race begins?
I'm just really looking forward to this. 2 teams, of course, who are very familiar with each other. The Burly men are good friends, of course, and the Team USA have played in Team Roulette events in the past. So I think it should be really good chemistry and some great plays helped by their teammates.
Definitely. Very excited. Well, our first spin is here. If you don't mind, I'll take this one in for fun, and then we'll just kind of go back and forth as they arrive. So for Chungking, Hush needs to be eliminated using a cleaver disguised as facility security, and Imogen needs to be eliminated with fiberwire disguised as block guard. So Gunther in the lead here, holding the sticks for Team USA. Burly men in the hands of Mika at the moment. Gunther has opted to start as the dumpling cook, and looks like Mika is thinking the same way. So Uh, Gunther, I would imagine, we get some player audio going here. A little bit of player audio. Gunther's going for, what's he gonna be doing? He's probably going to isolate, hush, grab a block guard disguise, then head for Imogen, I would guess.
It seems that way. I think this spin will involve just a tiny bit of back and forth this way. At least the way Gunther is doing this. But they both started in the cleaver, which would have been the biggest detour, I imagine.
Yes.
And Mika's already taken the facility security disguise, so he doesn't have to come back for this one and can rush Hush this way. But of course, it's late in the first minute now. He might have some difficulties getting there.
Sure. Yeah, he might. That is, Hush is a bit sensitive to timing if you try to get him isolated at the very start of, when as soon as you load into the map, but it can be done. He may not have a whole lot of margin for error here, though, so Gunther's going to have to be careful. As you pointed out, Mika is already in the facility security disguise, so is set to get this kill. Oh, no. Gunther with the frontal KO. Oh, someone heard that, and they are coming to... Oh, Mogwai was found as well. That was a bit of a wall hack situation for Gunther, but he did get a frontal punch KO on Hush, which created some noise.
I think Gunther is banking on the fact that it might not be 100% true, but I think with the triple shot now, the bodies will be found.
Yeah.
I think it was Hush finding Mogwai because it was a frontal punch which turned Hush towards Mogwai for just a split second, but I think the triple shot was the very unfortunate. I think he didn't mean to make it a triple shot, just a distraction panic for the other guard. Just didn't work out, sadly.
Mika does get that kill on Hush, and now he's trying to get through this sensory deprivation room here. He's going to get some KOs on these guards and researcher. And now he is ready to head for Imogen, but I believe Mika already popped the drone, so I don't think this timing is going to look too good for him. It might, but I feel like he popped that drone a while ago, and Imogen may have moved on from her heading up to the top of the stairs. We'll see.
Just trying to stay on the instinct, and actually Imogen is still coming towards 47, the top of stairs. I think Mika didn't shoot a drone from the bottom of the stairs, but went... I think it took until 50 seconds in game time, or even a minute, when he shot the first drone at the top of the stairs, which gave Mika a bit more time. But regardless, he is going to have to infiltrate Imogen and her guard from behind, from the facility, as you can see from dropping down below.
Yes. Yes, you will have to be careful the way that you choose to approach Imogen here. And thankfully this timing will work out. I guess it felt like forever ago when he shot that drone, but the timer does not lie, so it just needs to be very careful with getting this fiber wire kill on Imogen. Make sure you don't hit that button while you're still standing on the stairs. Otherwise, he's going to judo chop Imogen and not fiber wire her, and you definitely do not want that, especially at the end of a spin here.
Mika's looking for something, I think, just a melee item, because it's going to have to be a KO on the guard, and then a very finicky fiber wire, because it's the top of the stairs. It will be not so straightforward, but hopefully without any issues for these teams.
Yes, and also it looks like the guard is facing the approach that Mika will be taking, so this might be a little hairy for Mika. He does get a peekaboo that is he going to be able to corner subdue from here? I don't like this. I'm a little tense for Mika here.
The way 47 is just stuck there. It's not the best angle.
Oh man, that's not good. That's a painful rip. That's a really painful rip for Mika. Wow.
It just all comes down to guards being the biggest pain for all random chances. I guess you can call it a cycle, but it's just not fair that he's facing Imogen from the other way around. So peekaboo was the good idea, just corner subdue didn't work.
Yeah, I can't help but wonder if maybe it would have been better to wait for Imogen to start walking back. and then pacifying the guard from behind and getting her at the bottom of the stairs. But definitely a bad situation, a hard spot to try to think while you're there. Gunther, meanwhile, has lured out, peekabooed out Imogen's guard here, and he's going he's going for the special technique to make her crouch, get behind her, and then fiber wire her. Hopefully he gets the prompt. Okay, very carefully. Oh no! Oh, this isn't good. She's running. Oh no!
Oh my!
Did he get spotted?
So close.
Oh, he got spotted. Yikes, that is a tricky, this is highlighting just how tricky of a spot it is to approach Imogen for a fiber wire kill there at the top of the stairs. I almost wonder if it would be better to make her sick to get her out at the railing, or something, and then just dump her over the edge. I don't know. But that both players having some difficulty there with that, so that's certainly a complicated grab.
Yeah, we could say both the main approaches, I would say, so from above and from below, and just the main issue as well. So if they can overcome that one problem, the guard for Mika, and basically the frontal approach, which will sometimes or most likely result in some panic, which was really well contained by Gunther. Just, of course, it cannot happen on stairs, which is so annoying for live kill.
Sure. Yeah. The hitting the prompt while you're standing on the stairs just is not, you can't count on it, the fiber wire kill actually firing off correctly, because if there's any sort of uneven step that 47 is on, he wants to show off his karate moves, and that's not good when you're looking for that fiber wire kill. Also happens with injected poisons. But yeah, that's just tough to see both players having some bad luck there with Imogen and her guard.
It just always makes things more trickier when the door is shut open, like on Mika's side. Like, this could mean another option for, I guess, both teams. I think that was even the second drone. It might just be the first drone for the Burly man. But there's a good idea in chat that if you do 5 drones, then Imogen's guard lags behind her, which allows for like better opportunities on the staircases. Of course, it's still not an even ground all the time, but more flat surfaces for the all important fiber wire kill.
Sure. So now Gunther has himself isolated. Hush and Mika, oh no, gets spotted by Hush walking away. Okay, he got the kill, but he's gonna try and get a dart here. It's not gonna work for Mika. Good effort, but it's not gonna happen.
He improvised it as well as he could.
Yeah. We love to see it. We love to see the effort, but it doesn't always pan out. But at least it shows that he was trying. He was doing his best to think on his feet, but sometimes the game just will not give you any room to save something. So Mika's back to square one. Gunther has himself Hush isolated, needs to get the cleaver, and also still needs to work on Imogen as well. So we are nearly 10 minutes into the spin here. Neither player really having a clear advantage at this point. It's still very much anybody's game. And we might say that on every single map that we play here. We'll see. I'm really enjoying... we'll see how the ebb and flow sort of shifts as they progress from this map onto the next one.
I think the great part of Relay is that in Roulette we always say that like a map can be back and forth. Now we can have a 6-map match that can go extremely back and forth.
Yeah, there could be a big swing. Someone can be way out in front for the whole match until the final map, and then it could just total overtake could happen. So we'll see. But yeah, we're still on map 1 here. We got 5 more to go. So very much anybody's game.
People are asking for the lineups. Just very quickly, I'll say if I didn't lose the sheet in front of me. But yeah, I have it here. Gunther is playing the first 2 maps, Chongqing and Colorado. And then GK Punk plays Paris and Sapienza. And then Victorton Creek and Dubai is for Chris X3. And for the Burly man, it is Mika starting with the first 2 maps as well. And then Duck Norris plays Paris, which is map number 3, and the last map Dubai. And then we have Gigs playing maps 4 and 5, Sapiens and Vitaton.
Well said. You said that much faster than I would. It would have taken me like 5 times as long to explain that. So thank you very much for breaking that down easily. So there will be some, you can definitely expect players to hand off control here. And players can only play 2 maps back to back if they are, some players opt to do their map and the opponent's map. Other players, as like Duck Norris and Gigs, have elected to kind of switch in and out. Maybe there was that decision was informed by map strengths, perhaps, or a lack of map knowledge. But in this case, yeah, each player on Team USA is doing 2 maps, their pick and the opponent's pick. So Burly is approaching, Mika is approaching Imogen. She's coming up the stairs here. Rather than going from the opposite direction, he is going, or he's taking the opposite approach this time. Gunther has also got Imogen at gunpoint again, and is going to hope to get this fiberwire kill. Oh, this is making me real nervous.
She's going to run again, no way.
Oh, man. Oh, he had it for like a second. Okay, he gets it. Nice. Wow. Gunther saves it. Mika saves it. Mika is very well done. They've learned from their mistakes. Maybe just got a bit better luck. This time the game was a bit kinder to them. Mika is on his way to the exit and will be heading off to the next map. Gunther still needs to go back and finish off Hush with that cleaver disguised as the block guard.
What a moment, both of them getting that all-important fiberwire kill. Of course, Mika with that early optimization of taking the facility security disguise up to the block. So he is going to be the first one to finish after, 12.5 minutes. And Team USA should be no more than a minute or 2 behind. So this is still very close, especially with Colorado coming.
Definitely. Colorado can certainly be something of an equalizer. 4-target map. We got some spicy conditions that are possible. Gunther's going to get this thrown KO. Make sure someone heard that now. So the question mark over there. Gunther's going to put a ceiling shot out. Also, he did it in the wrong disguise. He threw the cleaver while he was disguised in his... Oh, wait, no. That's right. That's right. No, okay, my mistake.
That's all good. Luckily, we don't need to admin. Yanin is our admin for today, so... He's on top of this, and we can see the second spin now, which is Sean Rose injected poison suit, Penelope Graves shotgun as Scarecrow, Ezra Burke explosion accident as militia cook, and Maya Parvati SMG as military technician. So,
all right, so we get a Scarecrow, possibly see a silenced shotgun smuggled in, I would imagine, for Penelope, and a live kill on Sean in the suit, no less. So. This is a pretty good Colorado spin. Gunther has now also completed the Chungking spin and will be getting this same Colorado spin.
Yeah, some of them are.
Mika still on the planning phase. Gunther beginning his planning any second now. So we are more or less very even at this point in the relay race.
Yeah, there was a tiny bit of delay on Mika's side. He might not have pressed the done button, or might not have shown the rating screen, but there was about half a minute or so where we could still see the Chongqing spin, which would mean that the delay or the difference is now, you can see on the difference on the timers, it's like 45 seconds or so, even closer than the finishing time.
Sure. So a little bit of a difference in the real-time accumulation here for how quickly they're getting through things, but still very much even. Mika was using his shotgun as a crowbar there. I'd like to see that. Usually you see oh, nope, never mind, spoke too soon. He has switched to SMG. So Mika did a little bit of a replan with the loadout. Heading through the West Bridge start. And looks to be heading into the basement to get Ezra.
Oh yeah, I need to correct myself because the admin time or the admin verification time is not taken because the team shouldn't lose because of the admins verifying. So it's still the same lead after Chongqing. Just
sure. Okay, appreciate that.
A bit longer setup on the left side.
Clarification. Okay, so Mika has gone into the basement, has an SMG and shotgun handy, and working on getting Ezra set up here. Isolated and set up. Gunther's working with some similar thoughts, starting from the west bridge, bringing in SMG. Don't know if there's a shotgun in that suitcase. I would expect that there is. Mika gets upstairs and grabs Penelope at that very particular time where she is walking by the basement door. So there are 2 targets isolated and ready.
Such a quintessential suit spin with these 2 early KOs and isolations, and also the variety of approach that's possible with the firearms. Neither the SMG nor the shotgun is specified in terms of, I guess, sound levels. Yeah,
Sure.
you can bring in your own silenced one, or you can steal it as a loud one.
Definitely. It looks like both players brought in silenced versions. I think Gunther's got a shotgun in that briefcase there, but I can't be sure. I definitely see him with a silenced SMG. Mika has both firearms as silent as well. So Mika's running for, I would guess, Penelope's timing is pretty tight here, about 2.5 minutes. Where you can get her with that chain lure. He's also just clearing out this room where Sean Rose kind of isolates himself, taking care of these militia technicians who are otherwise problematic for getting Sean in that shed. Gunther doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, this is a very handy first kill after the isolations. Seems like Mika is late though.
Yeah, Gunther's...
As you said, 2:30 is the limit.
Yeah, he's trying to catch Maya here, but I don't know what he's going to do to save this. Gunther definitely a bit better on his timing, but that window is closing soon. He's stashing shotguns. He's got to get out there or he's going to miss Maya too. He's got...
Yeah, I think that 10 more seconds should be fine because it's a proxy conversation you need to trigger, and that's the cue.
Mika actually managed to save the Maya lure as well. I missed whatever toss distraction he did to get her, but he got her back on the hook. So really good stuff there from Mika.
And going to bring her all the way back around. It is also a different type of chain lure, a bit more finicky and also a bit harder to improvise, but experience or not, this is very well done by Mika, who is back on even footing with Gunther.
Sure. Okay, he misses the last throw in that chain lure, but should be okay to get her. Gunther just got the militia technician SMG kill on Maya, so she is good, and Mika's just going to shoot her directly into that room, so that works out well for Mika as well. Both players getting that kill at about the same time, even though Mika was 40 seconds or so ahead in game time, so really good stuff from Mika there. I did not think he was going to get Maya back on the hook. And now
this
they are...
spin in particular, yeah, they will have to go for the cook now, maybe both of them, Gunther for sure, but this spin is very well kept by what Sean does, or at least you could do other strategies for which you somehow get Sean earlier, but I think they will be looking at the 6-minute timing when Sean gets back to the main house.
Sure. Yeah, hopefully Mika is mindful of that. I'm sure seems pretty confident, playing pretty confidently here. This is really good stuff from both players. Definitely don't want to make any mistakes here. Mika's back in his suit. Going for the scarecrow?
I was going to say that, but it seems he wants to dodge this technician and go towards Sean.
Oh, in his suit just for style points.
Yeah, that would be very nice, but also he's getting out of the window where Sean is in the shed because he leaves at 5 minutes and he gets back to the main house at 6. So close, man.
A lot of whoosh here. Really bold play from Mika. Okay, she's still in the shed. Gunther also left his propane there by Ezra, so set up that for the explosive kill, but didn't get it outright because that's probably going to be the last kill he gets. Wow, Mika gets it.
Okay, he's defied me yet again. I'm not sure what he triggered. I really didn't expect him to stay in here for so long, so I will have to watch it back. But of course, the injected poison also another close one, but definitely in the right disguise when he did that kill.
Gunther's getting his shotgun scarecrow action set up here. He's going to drag Penelope a bit further down because we've seen some weird things happen with that basement door at the top of the stairs before, so not going to take any chances. Mika's working on luring the militia cook, which can definitely be a bit tricky of a grab. I've seen pacifications on him go horribly wrong. Hopefully we do not see that happen for Mika.
Yes, it seems like he changed his mind on the
Yeah.
cook and will be setting up the explosion kill rather, and then we'll be exiting as the cook, perhaps.
Yeah, possibly. So Gunther, don't think he's got his militia cook. Has he? I can't remember if Gunther got the militia cook sorted or not.
I've seen him as cook.
Okay.
Now he's looking towards this Sean, which, yeah, 605. He's at the main house under the chandelier. So looks like he's going to want to lure him down to the bottom of the stairs. It's yet another live kill where you have to watch out for.
Is he not gonna try to get him while he's at the clock? I guess he'd probably be spotted. If he ran around that corner there, Sean would see him and start yelling.
Yeah, there is a tiny window where Sean is facing away from you. Like with his OCD, he's just changing his mind perhaps about something. But it is going to be a peekaboo down these stairs, and all these bodies were checked so that Sean wouldn't panic. He sees the body, but I think there's no alarm here.
Yeah.
And the third kill done.
Nice. Okay, now both players needing to get this Ezra Berg explosive kill. Gunther already in the suit needed for the kill. Mika still needs to go get that sorted. He does have the propane set up, but don't think he's got any ability to do it remotely. Also, Gunther making good use of the fact that he brought Sean into the basement and using him to prepare that exit. He's just going to get the kill and go straight for it. Nice. Wow, strong finish. Really strong Colorado from Gunther there. Love to see it.
It's really nice when these Colorado kills line up, and that's the finish. And Punk is already live, who will take over Paris, the third map.
Yes, so Punk is the next person playing for Team USA. We'll go ahead and refresh that stream, and after this word from a sponsor, we will have Punk stream live, playing on Paris with a Paris spin. As soon as the admin confirms, Mika still going for this militia cook disguise here. Fingers crossed that he does not get spotted with this pacification.
Needs to delay some NPCs, and I don't think he has any sedatives remaining.
Oh man, and he's just letting the cook haul it away. Now I think this should be okay because you can get the cook, you know, he kind of isolates himself when he stashes that weapon, so I think that's what he's planning on doing here. Just playing it a little bit safer.
That's good. That's fine. We're getting somewhere. Oh, okay. Hey, honestly, if we lose to hardware, I don't.
And not quite isolating himself, but he's one throw away.
Sure. Okay, so hopefully the chef is told to go investigate. Yep, okay, he'll go check it out. And should be, hopefully Gunther hit the done button on his spin, because they are now on the third map. There it is. Mika gets the militia cook disguise, but I think is just a bit unsure of leaving this room. Okay. Now, oh, and he does have it set up remotely. He does have a taser down there.
Yeah, that's an advantage of the setup. Still, of course, won't be as fast as Gunther, and now it's... we came into Colorado with a slight Burly lead, but we are leaving Colorado with a slight Team USA lead, if this is a green gun exit, which it is.
Yes.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
And
Yeah, get up there.
Duck Norris. I don't have the Twitch just yet.
Okay, so Mika is now handing off to Duck Norris, who should be live. Duck Norris is not currently live.
Yeah, the sign up link is offline to me, perhaps. Yeah.
We are okay. Now we are live. Duck is live now. Okay. So the spin for Paris is in, and what it is Viktor Novikov eliminated with a loud pistol disguised as a chef, and Dalia Margolis eliminated with a loud sniper rifle disguised as Helmut Kruger. Both players getting this spin at the same time. Punk had a little bit more time to plan his loadout and is off straight off the bat. Tech start, fireworks remote grabbed, luring Victor back here for an easy pacification. Wow, punches him directly and does not attract the attention of those two tech crew. At that, I thought for sure they would have heard that, but I learned something new.
Yeah, apparently as long as it's a punch, they wouldn't hear it, but if you turn it into a target lockdown with aiming some gun at him or more shots, then it would be heard, but this will be a restart anyway.
Yeah, unfortunately the Sheikh heard that silenced pistol shot, perhaps not so silenced pistol. And Duck looks to be starting with the tech crew start as well.
Unless, yeah, it's almost in now.
Still loading in a little bit because slow load times.
Yeah, those do happen. Technically, it's a low level, but they did manage to get some mastery in. That will be somewhat important in this match.
Sure, definitely.
But luckily for them, they not only grinded mastery really quick. I think during these first two maps, even honestly, that's what I heard from Mika. But also, of course, they will have his more experienced teammates guiding him. So looking forward to this.
Absolutely. And Punk gets a pretty cool double distraction. The Sheikh hears that pistol shot, and then he pulls the Sheikh over the couch and does like a corner subdue on him that way while the guard is turned looking at the bullet. So that pretty slick stuff. Nice moves from Punky there. And Duck is doing another restart, unfortunately.
Going to take a while to get this started. Of course, it's 2 loud kills. The sniper is a mandatory.
Yes.
Like you have to bring it in. There's no sniper on the map.
Absolutely. There are several loud pistols, however, so most of the security are carrying loud pistols, at least a lower level security, and some of the higher level Cicada guards as well. So Punk, Duck's doing another restart. Punk is on track here, gonna lure a chef down here into the basement stairwell, so that way is prepared for the Victor kill. And I'm still seeing a smuggle, an unclaimed smuggle on the map, so I'm not sure where Punk has put his loud sniper rifle, but we'll be grabbing that at some point on its way up to Dahlia.
I think it can be chained with the Helmut Kruger isolation, because that looked like the shed to me. Although I'm not sure now. I guess we will find out soon enough.
Sure.
But should very well be an agency pickup. But a very, very good part of Punk's strategy here with the bullet distractions without popping the fireworks remote is that Dahlia is still summonable at any time if you want her to be on the balcony, or perhaps the Voltaire suit, which is, of course, soundproof as well. Soundproof even, balcony isn't.
Sure. Yeah, I would probably try to get her in the bathroom, but that would necessitate bringing a seeker, and some of your smuggle is at least dedicated to getting that loud sniper on the map, so you might still be able to make that work if you did a suit start, but as we saw, neither player did it. But more than one way to kill a target in Hitman. So now Punk is in his suit that he needs for this loud pistol kill on Victor. We're going to see this done in the bathroom, looks like, where no one will hear it, because loud gunshots do not travel through 2 sets of closed doors.
Very funny when you say it like that, but it is true for Hitman. There's the green guns back without any searching.
Yes.
And one of the two most powerful disguises in Paris is the Shake, so it should be easy access for Punk to get to the other most powerful disguise, Helmet.
And it looks like Duck is trying to do this lure here to separate Dahlia from her guard. And it's going to... I think Dahlia's going back inside and just the guard is coming down. I don't think that this worked out the way he was hoping that it would. So we're going to see a bit of scrambling perhaps and some improv here from Duck Norris.
Yeah, sadly Dahlia won't come back down here this way.
Yeah, that was a little imprecise. We could see what Duck Norris was going for there, but wasn't executed exactly as it needed to be executed for the desired effect. Punk, meanwhile, is approaching Helmut Kruger out here in his photo shoot.
And this is a firearm-heavy spin, so I'm not necessarily sure if what kind of dart guns are available for this helmet isolation. You can only see the crowbar. We've seen the silenced pistol already. Of course, the loud sniper and the non-suit start would mean that there is a no dart gun for this helmet. So the goal is to get the photographer lady out of the way, and then helmet should come to this private phone call.
Definitely. And I don't think it's going the way that Punk wants it to be going here. He seems a little bit frustrated, having a hard time separating these two. But as you know, Helmut is walking to take his phone call here, so a little bit of waiting, but nothing wrong with some waiting if it gets you out of the map, and hopefully it does. Hopefully this works out.
Yeah, perhaps there's a sedative syringe in there which wouldn't take a slot. Not the case. It's an emetic device for Dahlia, so we'll have to be very vanilla 2016 ways, or as hard as possible with no other items. Just probably going to hide him as well, but should be able to acquire this disguise very soon once these two guards get out of the way.
Or he's going to take matters into his own hands and just box him up.
Exactly.
That works too. All right, and Duck gets Victor prepared for the second time, has him laid out and ready, and there goes Punk pouncing on Helmut.
And you could see the other cicada leaving this area, so plenty of time to get this second disguise. And going for that agency pickup now, it shouldn't be too far away. There's the fireworks remote in his hand, but I would say that the emetic device will be more important for the rest of the spin.
All right, both players are climbing the same pipe at this point in time. But
if only they could meet.
Yeah. And they are at very different points in their spin. Duck's only been on the map for 1.5 minutes. Punk, on the other hand, 6.5 minutes. And let's see how this Dahlia situation will play out. So it looks like the attic is where, in that side room, is where the sniper was smuggled to.
Right, and because you are Helmet, you can't carry a weapon. And there's Sophus. Oh no.
Sophus is always where you don't want him to be.
Yeah, he always surprises you, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sophus is one of the biggest pains when it comes to dealing with Dahlia on the map. You never know where Sophus is going to pop up.
I absolutely didn't expect him to go to that balcony. I thought that was this was almost a given that Dahlia can be isolated there. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, if Duck missed a step or something.
Yeah,
but
hard to say.
Very unfortunate.
So back to square one here for Duck, and Punk is with his briefcase containing his trusty loud sniper, disguised as Helmut, has access to the Dahlia suite and is going to set this room up to get her in here with her with the loud sniper.
Yeah, now everything is ready, and especially with this last cicada out of the way, perhaps you can make a quest for Sophus to be isolated, but this room sometimes, or even always, I would say, is soundproof by itself for some reason. It is considered 2 doors away from even the next room.
Yes.
Punky's gonna speed things up with Dahlia just a bit. She would come here just in a couple of seconds, lucky for Punk and his round, but regardless, he's considering placing that emetic device, but I think he's going to let them both in the suit.
Yeah. Definitely not necessary. And, Duck, unfortunately, having another stroke of bad luck out there on the balcony with Dahlia. I think that was just a bad KO that he got on her. So you can see Duck knows the moves he wants to make. He's struggling a little bit with the execution here.
Yeah, not so experienced, but he has the right ideas. Of course, he's executing them as well as he's being told. I think it's a good teamwork for sure.
Sure, definitely. So there he goes, getting Victor back on the hook. Here goes Punk with that loud headshot on Dahlia with that loud sniper as Helmut, and now is clear to run to the exit.
All bodies up here are hidden. The bodies related to Victor are not a factor for a long time, so it should be a nice finish and the first big lead of the game, with Punky leaving Paris and getting to map number 4.
All right. So Team USA pulls ahead by 1 map, but Burly Men still may be hot on their heels here if Duck Norris can pull off a clean hit on both of the targets here. Still working on Dahlia, has Victor set up, just needs to figure out this Dahlia bit here. Very doable. But Punk has cleared Paris and will be sent the next spin on Sapienza, which has just arrived. And for fun, would you care to break that down for us?
Oh, it's not getting any less spicy. Silvio Caruso, loud sniper rifle again as the waiter this time. Francesca DeSantis, battle axe as biolab security.
That's a pretty good Sapienza spin. Hitmaps is being very, very kind to us with giving us some interesting spins. Duck, unfortunately, still struggling with getting Dahlia out there, restarting back to square one. Knows how to get Victor, has done it time and time and time again. Still needs to get this, figure out how they're going to set up Dahlia, get that loud sniper kill, which wouldn't be easy out there on that balcony. Let's just take a moment to talk about that strat. To get that loud sniper, I mean, unless you plan to take the loud shot from a distance. Not on the balcony. Because if you did it on the balcony, I'm pretty sure the other people on the balcony, on the party balcony, would hear that. So you'd have to take that loud sniper shot from somewhere down in the yard by the helicopter, maybe. But I don't know. I'm sure you can get an angle on Dahlia if you drag her in the right spot. But I don't know for a fact.
It's a very good point. I've seen it done in matches once Dahlia was standing, because of course you can have the angle at her head. Once she's down, she's hidden behind that little pillars of the shall I say,
sure.
I guess this fencing,
Mm-hmm.
which you can see it's not completely solid, but finding an angle from below will be a challenge.
Yeah, because not only do you have to have the line of sight on Dahlia, you got to make sure that you can take the shot from somewhere safely where you won't get spotted right away. So it looks okay. So as far as Sapienza is concerned, Punk started default start, has a calmer with him, I think, and is working on getting this it was an emetic device or emetic seeker, and is working on getting this waiter disguise this way. Duck Norris has the balcony clear for now and has Dahlia dragged by the balcony there. Probably going to have to get a loud shot from down in the courtyard, but we'll see that later on in the run. Now needs to go get the chef disguise and get the loud pistol kill on Victor. Meanwhile, in Sapienza, Punk has switched into the waiter disguise. As we know, Silvio can be summoned to the observatory, so we'll probably see that done, and I would imagine we will see Punk go try to get Franny while she's in her office at about 2.5 minutes. There are other places you can get her in her cycle, but I think he's got enough time to get there.
Yeah, going to her directly will work out. I wonder if there will be any detours to help his spin. For example, the observatory isolation, or just a quick trip down to the biolab security. I don't think he would have time for either, but he's looking good for the Frenny ISO for sure.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a pretty tight run if you're trying to get a whole bunch of things done at once, but the key to success in completing a roulette spin is not overestimating or perhaps even underestimating what you can do while you are waiting for different timing to line up and be optimal. So in the mansion guard disguise, he has switched to mansion guard just to for ease of getting to Franny and getting her pacified, I think. Meanwhile, Duck is still going strong here with this most recent attempt. Dahlia set up on the balcony, just trying to get the Helmut Kruger disguise here. And it looks like he's walking to take his phone call now. So we need to be a little bit patient while that happens.
Punk facing the same difficulty as Punk did 10 minutes ago with no item helmet isolation, but he's working on it now.
Sure. This will work. It may not be ideal, but it will work. And Punk is clearing out all of these mansion guards here. He's got Francesca isolated. He's got this problematic guard who comes wandering in a little bit later and looks for Franny, taken care of as well. So she is more or less dead to the world at this point. No one's going to find her. No one's going to hear anything. She is set up to be eliminated with a battle axe. As soon as he gets the axe and the disguise needed, Punk's going to be heading back for getting Silvio, who's actually in the observatory currently, by his own timing. He didn't need to be summoned.
Yeah, always nice to see that you don't have to waste your one shot of the Silvio summon and can get this with the regular items and put Silvio down.
Oh, I think Duck just got spotted aiming his Calmer at Helmut. So that's going to be restart for Duck. Ouch.
Unfortunately so, yeah.
That was a really good looking run, but just popping out of cover to pop a target that's looking directly at you is, sometimes you can get away with it if it's like high cover, but most of the time you can't get away with that. So that's going to be a replan for Duck. Going to take a look at their loadout here, make some tweaks.
It's very quick, so not sure if anything's changed. I think that was one more melee item for ease of pacification. So let's see how that goes.
Okay, so Punk is switching back into his chef disguise. Wait a second. Why is he switching into a chef disguise? That's what he's looking for, the waiter disguise. Yeah,
it may have been just a mix-up, or just he wants to secure the dimension security disguise for later, because he would need, I think that disguise is the best one to get the battle axe, because it's other side of the map, and of course you don't want to be trespassing or have a lot of enforcers.
Sure. Okay, so he's actually dragging Silvio outside. He's gonna pop him, dump him, switch into a chef disguise, maybe?
Now the security is saved here, so I think that was the proxy disguise situation.
Oh, yes, right you are.
And can go straight to the battle axe. Now, I guess you'll find out very soon. I was a bit worried that the other securities would route through the observatory
Yeah, I was worried about that too, because they're all enforcers for that disguise. They're all going to look a little bit harder at other mansion security. Oh goodness. Okay. My goodness, Punk. Be careful, please. Yeah, these guys are all enforcer mode and they will see through the disguise that he's wearing. So he's sort of in a holding pattern here while they're conducting their frenzied search.
Yeah, I am worried. I mean, probably doubting them for no reason, but from that point where that guard is, it's just so easy for them to dance inside the observatory because they sort of take these random tiny directions towards, this time he went towards the corridor, but next time he could go towards the observatory. But it's all good now, and the guards have calmed down, so it is now just the one disguise and the one item to get that is still going to be 5 more minutes because of how long it takes.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, the battle axe is lodged in a wooden beam in one of the towers of the ruins that are, I believe, if I'm, it's the one that's out here by the biolab. It's not the tall tower at the front of Villa Caruso. So it's sort of in this neck of the woods, but it can be a bit of a pain. It's very out of the way. But
yeah,
Punk...
I mean, we might see a not so often used way between the biolab and the tower. But first you have to take care of the virus. He body shot one of the biolab guys, which sometimes starts a panic, which results in non-target kills. I don't want to jinx anything, but once this panic starts, just worry about the players. But there's the second objective completed, and now just the trip to the battle axe.
Yes. So now all Punk needs to do is get that battle axe, get back to Franny, who's already pacified, get the kill, and then get out. Now, the virus being destroyed does put everybody on alert and activate enforcer mode for many of those guards, but thankfully Punk is already in the clear, just needs to retrieve that axe and make his way back to Francesca. On the other side here, we have Duck, who looks to be working on getting himself a chef's disguise needed for that Victor kill. I don't know if... I think Dahlia is still up. Victor's definitely down and ready for the kill. With this timing, with 3.5 minutes in, he could have Dahlia taken care of already, but still needs to get Helmut as well. And having a bit of trouble with this, getting the chef back here.
I was trying to look at the instinct where the bodies would be laying. I would say that Dahlia should be up and running, which means that he prioritized well, and to just get Victor out of the way and then take it kill by kill should be very much doable. Punk worry about the corner.
My gosh,
yes.
No.
You could see the hesitation.
No. That unfortunately, that thrown KO on that guard occurred at the worst possible moment during his head turn animation. When you catch him with a thrown KO from behind and their head is turned hard to the left or the right, they can like almost see behind them like a little bit, and that guard caught a glimpse of Punk throwing that crowbar at him, so turned into an unconscious witness and sent him back to square one of Sapienza. That was a 9-minute run too. That was quite an involved attempt on Sapienza here. So, man, that's a tough one.
Absolutely heartbreaking. This was even for safety, because I think he wanted to have multiple shots at the battle axe. He had the silence pistol to shoot that beam you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So he wanted to get rid of that one last guard, but it was the result for all the problems. And then Duck also gets caught trespassing, basically stuck inside the half-open door, and that 5-minute restart on the left-hand side. This is just truly heartbreaking moments.
Yeah, this is really tough. I almost don't even think it's likely that they could complete the spin with the amount of time that they have left here, with the 5 minutes and 20 seconds left on the spin timer. That I suppose it's possible, but definitely we didn't even see Punk complete the spin in that amount of time. So that is, that's a tall order for sure.
Yeah, the protocol here would be to forfeit the map, and Mika's just asking me.
So reaching out to confirm, yeah.
So that they can forfeit. and then
Mhm.
they will have their map rounded up to 30 minutes, not 30 extra minutes. I think that was the question, if they get any penalties. No, we will just take it as if they did not complete the map within 30 minutes, which is, of course, a 30-minute time taken.
Sure, definitely. So that just allows players to kind of just keep moving forward, even if they kind of struggle to find momentum or weren't able to complete a spin in this case. They will advance onto the next round, but still take that full amount of time added up. So it all works out in terms of calculating, who completed all the maps with less real-time attacks. So now we are going to be switching from Doug Norris to Gigs RH, who should be getting ready for the Sapienza spin. There it is.
And just as I switch the links, we can see the forfeit has been accepted. There's not enough time to complete the map, so they can and they should proceed to the next map.
Yes.
And as you said, it will be calculated as a 30-minute attempt. It will all even out, or every relevant second will be counted, not a single more, not a single less, so no worries about that.
Right. So now Punk is working. He's got Franny isolated. He's got her 2 guards taken care of. Has done a bit of work here already. Has the waiter disguise up in this neck of the woods as well. And Giggs is building their loadout. Bringing that loud sniper somewhere. Looks to be thinking of starting in the main square. Calmer in the briefcase. And also a Calmer in hand as well. So double sedative darts.
It's good when the kill is loud to have those guards taken care with a sedative so that you don't have to hide them. And it's, of course, a bit of lack of mastery, but also already good planning to have the agency pick up at the bottom of the set towers we've seen on Punky's side with the battle axe. So he will have both items acquired near each other.
Okay, it looks like Giggs did want to switch out one of those Calmers for a gold baller, it looked like, so I understand that line of thinking. So Punk does get, sorry, I keep switching back and forth, it's a little bit,
action on both sides, no worries about that.
So Punk does get Silvio down and will now be getting this loud sniper kill on him. Might see him do it the exact same way, dragging outside, taking the shot, or doing it inside and boxing up Silvio there because he tranked that other guard. Doesn't need to hide him.
Yeah, I think one step I didn't see is whether or not the chef was around here. He should be around the 4-minute mark or before that, and I'm not seeing any specification dot circle at the other side. And now Punk is dragging him towards another room, and we'll be dumping him somewhere else in this Francesca bedroom. Sorry.
Okay, that'll work. Someone's probably gonna hear it, but it will work. Hit that kill. Drop that sniper.
Take the disguise. Basically the same sequence as the previous attempt, just a bit switched up, and we can see it from Roulette players optimized along the way. So I think I would say it's a minute better this time around in game time wise.
Definitely. And Giggs here looking really strong as well. Already has a waiter disguise. I think he got him the same way as Punk was doing. And now sneaking his way through. Oh boy.
That would be a trespassing restart. But I did like the way Giggs got the waiter. No items needed, just waiting out the cycle of I think the partner of the one that Punky gets. So we can see both approaches. This is going to use no emetics. And the bottom or the back of the cafe, which is the bottom of the map as well. But
sure. Punk pops. He pops the evidence box and is working on taking out the virus while he's down here. Going to go for that stalactite. And okay, so yeah, I see what Giggs is thinking.
And any loadout heavy spin or Not specifically, because of course only one item is needed, but the calmers are welcome. It's good to not have the emetic device wasted on here. Not wasted, but it's even better if you don't have to use it.
Sure. And okay, another restart coming from Gigs there. Didn't have the desired outcome with trying to grab that waiter there coming down the stairs.
Yeah, he would come down there naturally, but a bit later, so that could be tricky. That's a body being found in Punky's side, and if he did hide the other guard. Oh, it's been a while. I'm not sure if he did double checks. I mean, he's still green, so probably not an issue, but was thinking about this one. That crucially, he gets the battle axe here. One shot is needed only, and now he has everything for that second kill.
Yes, better luck with grabbing the battle axe that time. So, looking really good for Punky. Obviously, something could conceivably still go wrong, but hopefully not. He's gonna take a calmer shot on that guard there to be able to get through this area with a bit less, having to worry about those NPCs. Looks like Gigs gets the waiter pacified and boxed up, heading back into Villa Caruso now to work on the rest of this, getting the rest of this spin completed.
How do I unlock the elevator?
Luckily, the biolab security is virtually the same as the mansion security. For at least as long as Roulette is concerned, you can walk these public grounds.
Sure.
And what may be different here is Francesca's office and rooms, but doesn't matter now because you can do this trespassing. Just need to throw this battle axe up the roof and just throw it in her head and exit in about a minute. Might be sub 10 even.
Gigs dodging a lot of whoosh there on his way through, but gonna get through without too much difficulty. Needs to watch this guard here. Punky gets the kill on Francesca and now just needs to find an exit.
I always wondered what the closest would be from here, but I think it's still the seaplane at the lab, as Gigs just couldn't get through that guard. I think he didn't turn around completely. It was just a couple of seconds too late. Too quick, sorry.
Sure. Yeah, that's a tough one, unfortunately.
Hard to get going on this long spin. It has to be taken not even one kill at a time, but one item at a time. And we could see GK Punk methodically going for the waiter, then the isolations, then the sniper, then the disguise, and then the battle axe, and then finishing the fourth map and finishing his stint. And we are going to go see Chris X3, probably, hopefully for him, finishing it off with Whittleton Creek and Dubai.
Absolutely. So let's switch that input over there to Chris's stream, bringing up the rear here of the Team USA stint during the race. Heading to Whittleton Creek, as you said. We have Janus being eliminated with a neck snap disguised as the Exterminator, and Nolan Cassidy being eliminated with a letter opener disguised as Gunther Mueller. So, starting as the Exterminator, no reason not to with this spin, and getting some clues straight off the bat. Getting the cigar box, and already has the lawsuit documents from the shed as well.
And we are going to see a fumigation strat here with a peekaboo for Nolan to this corner. You could just fumigate the room without a peekaboo, but that may result in Nolan's body being seen during this animation, which for some reason, for whatever reason, I decided will ruin your green guns, so peekaboo is needed. And now everyone is down in this room, and you can even get the third clue with from Spencer the Hammer Green.
It's such a cool strat. I remember the first time I saw this done, it was actually Chris that did it, and it blew my mind. Especially because he did it like first try without any apparent difficulty, as he just did this time. So, Really impressive stuff from Chris here. Love to see that.
Yeah, fitting that he gets to do it in Witherton, but no coincidence either that he plays this map.
Yeah. Really, really cool stuff. Now he's going to be heading to get Janus. Has all the clues found, and this timing should work out for catching Janus while he's down in his living room speaking with Helen West.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, perfect timing for this card to turn away, and it is barely a fortress, just 2 chunks required. I was not sure if he was going to eat that dart, but there's Janus down, green guns still, and first kill already done in just a couple of seconds with the second disguise nearby already, and Chris is going to drag him for a while, but gets the kill a bit later than I expected, but there it is.
And then, as you mentioned, he got the Gunther disguise as well. It's kind of part of eliminating Janus is getting Gunther down, so you're able to get that disguise very easily. And now just needs to go throw a letter opener into the pacified Nolan, which in the letter opener is contained in Helen West's upper room here. Now, there can be some weirdness you have to deal with here with a gardener who has line of sight on that climb that he just completed, so hopefully I saw he shot a dart before at that gardener before he climbed up there, but it looked like it missed. So, and now he's got to search these rooms. He doesn't know which room exactly the letter opener is in, which is fair. I'd probably struggle with it too.
Yeah, lightning quick, 3 minutes 10, and basically everything is secured by this point. The fumigation is not turned off, so he will be taking some damage there, but I don't think he will have any issues there, or he can just turn off the device. As Geeks has some significant movement in Sapienza and should get this ISO.
Nice. All right, he gets Silvio down. Now still needs to get a loud sniper kill on him. He's got some bodies, some pacified bodies lying around here. You do not want these guard bodies to be found. So we will see what he elects to do as far as where he will drag Silvio, dump him, get him killed. Bottom of the stairs. I mean, you can shoot him and box him up down there, but you've still got guards nearby that are going to hear that and come running and are going to run past some pacified bodies. So we will see. Meanwhile, Chris does get that letter opener kill on Nolan and zooming to that exit. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to complete that Wilton Creek spin. Nicely done.
Very impressive first try.
Really
Less than
good.
5 minutes since the spin was received.
Yeah. Really good stuff from really impressive stuff from Chris there.
Want to go for Team USA, and it is no time limit map 6. We of course have to have a finish. Someone finish the 6 maps, so the last one will always be no time limit. It is Carlingram Kitchen Knife as penthouse staff, and Marcus Stuyvesant Fire Axe as kitchen staff.
One of the guards likes to hunt.
So it's melee items as staffs, and I think that's a crash from Chris's side. Hopefully he gets back really soon, but it's almost a mandatory part of a Chris X stream.
Yes, we are having some mild technical difficulties. I think Chris just probably had to restart their OBS or Streamlabs, whatever it is. But we'll probably see Chris pop back online here in just a moment. Needs to complete that last spin on Dubai. You just read that out. You did that so fast, I didn't even know that you read it out, I think.
Just, it was like a perfect time to do it. I read it out, but I also missed the gigs restart in the meantime, so you win some, you lose some. Unfortunately, we didn't talk about that restart. He was going down the lab area. I think he got there. He had the key card, so he was approaching the biolab security. Hopefully nothing there, but sadly another restart there, and it is now a 2-map lead, and of course the 5 minutes which the Burly man forfeited.
Yes, so Team USA just has this last spin to complete. If we can get Chris back online here and into Dubai, this tournament could be, or not tournament, this match in the tournament could be over here before too long. Okay, Chris is back live and loading into Dubai to get this spin complete. Let's see what he elects to do. Starting as penthouse staff. May as well, since that's a needed disguise for one of the kill conditions. Has to grab a kitchen knife for Carl, but he will be leaning over that balcony for a while. He's there for, no, what is it, like a minute and a half when you start any start besides suit?
Yeah, it should be plenty of time to get the Carl kill. I wonder if he'll make a detour for that, or rather just go down straight for Marcus, get that more important isolation, because you are time sensitive down there.
Mm-hmm.
But we will see 42 seconds now on the clock, and he is going for full-on isolation. You are not trespassing here, so can approach these guards from any angle. And that's everyone down, so the first kill at 52 is very quick. And so now it will be tight, as we can see now. Marcus is at the bottom of the stairs.
Wow.
Oh boy.
This is a tricky spot to try and save the Marcus grab. Can he do it? I don't think he can. He's gonna have to let Marcus go.
He still has a snail. Very importantly, he will be just passing on this floor as the penthouse staff. So very curious if, not if, but how he will salvage this one, or try to salvage this one. Going to start with a throw, which will be called for the art crew, and I think it's going to be isolations one by one, just the two guards to get rid of. And I think the snail between the two.
Oh, he misses.
Yeah, he's late for that and might be calling that one in as well. Yeah.
Oh boy. So it looks like Giggs is sorting out this Franny isolation, taking care of these guards in her office here. Chris just throwing crowbars like crazy. But he gets it.
Abundant of crowbars, yeah, and very satisfying to hit all those quick throws, and it should be everyone down. One more small issue is that roaming security, so don't open the door for him so that he could see any of the bodies, but
yeah,
it's all settled.
Yeah, Chris is looking pretty good here.
He will take it just a bit safer, because of course as kitchen staff you can't carry the fire axe, and this is the very tiny stretch of the part or part of the route where you would face a guard, so just have to be mindful of that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's the last disguise of this match, most likely, and yeah, it is very straightforward from here on out.
Yes, this is looking very good for Chris X3 and Team USA. Unfortunately, the Burly men ran into some trouble on Paris and again here on Sapienza, and Punk and Chris were just able to kind of secure their lead across those last couple of maps, and Chris is going to complete that spin, 3 minutes and 32 seconds. And that was the last map of this roulette relay matchup. So that is going to be GG's for Team USA, and also GG's for the Burly men. Really well played, extremely well fought. Fortunately, could not play as well as Team USA did, so congrats to Team USA to advancing on the next winners bracket matchup in the tournament. And the Burly men may be down, but they are not out. There is a lower bracket. This is a double elimination style tournament, so we have an upper bracket and we have a lower bracket. Team USA stays in the upper bracket, and Burly Men will be heading down to the first losers bracket matchup. And I believe that is against the Nezuko, Soviet, and Linux Penguin team.
Yes, that very arbitrary team name, but we do have now the first matchup from round 2 as well as loser bracket round 1, because this is how the pairs are matched up, and this was the same half of the bracket. So the Gordini Roy fan club will play Team USA. That was Mu, Papi Fresse, and Danny Buta. And then, of course, Nezuko, Linux Penguin, and Soviet Dubov will play this trio on the left, who I think played very well. It was a very valiant effort from, sadly, not a lot of experience on Ducky side, but so Paris and Sapienza being a bit of a holdback, you could say that those were easier maps, or generally easier maps, but the spins are tricky. So I think no shame in taking their time with these ones. And otherwise, the solid 6-3 for Team USA.
Yes. So, really good performance out of both of our teams, and extremely impressive finish on those last couple of maps. Those last 3 maps just were a blur, an absolute blur. Crushed it. Team USA really crushed it, and they are going on now to face Gordini Roy Fan Club in the winners bracket round 2. Of course, it has a team comprised of Papier Fressa, Mu, and the third player is escaping me right now.
Danny Buta.
That's right, Danny Buta. So that's a title card matchup right there. That's going to be a really good one to see. And hang on a second here. How do I confirm?
The cookie policy information?
Yes, you're trying to get that little pop-up out of the way.
That's a great struggle with as well. But yeah, once you interact, it should go away.
Yep, there it is.
There they are.
There they are. Burly Men will be facing off against the Nezuko, Penguin, and Soviet team. And then we have 2 more winners bracket round 1 matches to occur. Those matches are scheduled for, actually, let's take a look at our upcoming matches scene. And we will break it down. So June 21st at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the Sheets Enthusiasts versus AMF. And then the following day, June 22nd at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Penguins of Madagascar will be facing off against the Average Roulette Rivals Enjoyers. So be sure to mark your calendars and come back for those matchups. We don't know who's casting them yet exactly, but if you join us in the Providence Discord, you can stay tuned in and dialed in to when all of those matches are scheduled and announced and all that good stuff. And for fun, thank you so much for joining me for this cast. This was awesome. It was a lot of fun. Any final thoughts that you care to share with our viewers before we sign off?
Yeah, sure. I can think of some. Thank you so much for having me, and also for basically bringing this concept to us, because I think everyone, I'm not sure if everyone knows, but everyone should know that this started with a concept between you and Gunther. So it's very nice to see well received, and can't wait for the matches in the future. And yeah, as you said, I think Team USA against the Gordini Roy Fan Club will be one for, could be a final already, but many good matches to come.
Yeah, for sure. And I would also like to thank you for joining me and for fun. I believe this was, if I'm not mistaken, I think this was our first time being able to share a cast together.
May very well be. It always eluded us in Roulette Rivals, so
yeah,
I was very happy for today.
Yeah, so I'm really glad you were able to join me for today, and also would just like to shout out and thank Yanini for being our match admin, and also to thank you and for fun, the other Providence partners and admins. I know you guys did a lot of behind the scenes stuff with like confirming rules and helping us, bouncing ideas off of you guys to get reach a consensus on how things should be structured. Currymaker and Crudy did a lot of work and help with us on behind the scenes stuff, making sure that these spin links work, and just a lot of really talented people were a part of this, and I'm very thankful to have had all of you guys' help and participation with this. And also thank you to the viewers for watching and being our audience. Hopefully it was a good show, and we will see you at a future roulette relay match, because we've got more coming up. So with that, we will go raid. Let's see. Let's start a Munga Dungalus raid. We'll go over there and hang out with Munga. He's always having a good time. And yeah, we'll see you guys over there. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.